friends. Hello. Welcome back to LAF. It is LAF, Loaves and Fishes. That is our children and family programs here at the Vermilion United Church of Christ. I say here as if we're all here, but we're not. It's just me and Carrie and Paul that are here tonight. You are at home, but here's the cool part about LAF. LAF is always LAF. Whether we're together physically, that doesn't matter because we're connected heart to heart, spirit to spirit. We're connected to spirit. So LAF, Loaves and Fishes, is our children and family program, and we do it on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm glad that you're joining us tonight. First thing, look out that window. I don't know if you can see out that window, but it is dark. Whoa, time change, everything shifted. It got really weird in here. Carrie might have been falling asleep already. We'll have to wake her up in a little bit to get her going. But here's the deal, it's dark outside because things shifted, and so it feels a little different. And I remember these days when we were face-to-face LAF, when we were doing LAF face-to-face, the idea that sometimes we would have to come in the dark and leave in the dark. So that's what we're doing tonight. It is dark out. So what should I do when it's dark? Light a candle, absolutely. It is especially important to light a candle when it's dark outside because oftentimes we lose our way, we're confused. That light that shines in the darkness. Man, such an important symbol to who we are as people of faith, and we light the candle to remind us that God is with us. The light of God is with us, even in the dark. That's absolutely right. And sometimes we just forget that, so it's always important to remember. All right, we're here. We're going to have a really wonderful night. We're going to talk about our eyes today. We're going to play some eye games with you, but I'm going to send it first over to Carrie so she can do some greetings and she can do some breathing. Carrie, what's going on? You're waking up. Wake up, Carrie.
I tell you what, yes, that was a good little nap. Thanks, Steve. Yes, Steve talked about we're not all here physically together, but we can be together. And what is that word that we say that means your peace is my peace and my peace is your peace and your God is with me and my God is with you and we're always connected, always connected. What is that saying? What's that saying that we put our hands together? That's right. I knew you would know it, Ellie. Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Now, my peace is your peace and your peace is... So we're all together, even though we're not physically together, I know that we're connected that way. So that's really good to know. Now, it's been kind of crazy around here. Just a little bit craziness going on with the time change, Halloween, All Saints Day. Said that just for Steve. Look at him. He's so celebratory. All Saints Day! All Saints Day! That's the holiday, All Saints Day! So, all these things have been going on, plus school, plus everything else. So, we want to be like this, don't we? Remember the story of the jar? Do you think you could tell your family sometime the story of the jar? That's right. This is how we want to be. We want to be peaceful. We want to open up some space so we can do some really good learning tonight. But we know that life isn't like that. Life is oftentimes like this. Going in all directions, being very busy, having to do lots of things, having to do your reading and your math and all these kinds of homework. And how do we get back to clearing off that space? How do we get back to remembering who we are and getting ready to do some learning? We do some deep breathing. Yeah, let's do some deep breathing. So, let's do some nice deep breathing. All right, crisscross applesauce, Oscar and Stella, thank you, crisscross applesauce. And remember, we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through our mouth. In through our nose and out through our mouth. We want that nice straight back too. Are we ready? In through our nose and out through our mouth. Very good. We've now cleared some space so we can do some good learning tonight because, as Steve said, we're going to be talking about our eyes. Take it away, Steve.
Hey, thank you, Carrie. I love those moments when we get to clear that space so that spirit can come in, so that new learning can come in, so we have room for more love, everything. Man, I love the way that feels. Remember that breathing? You know, when Carrie teaches you that, that's not just for Wednesday night. You can do that anytime. Let's suppose you're out on the playground at school and you're getting super frustrated, right? Maybe you just stop, and even if you don't have a bell, imagine the bell in your head, bing, and just take that deep breath and maybe transform, make some space for joy again. You know, let go of that anger or that frustration. Or maybe you have a really big test coming up, or a big project, or you have to speak in front of your class, or something that makes you really nervous and you're really. Again, the breathing is so helpful. Part of the thing with these games and songs and things we do at LAF, these are not just for Wednesday night. We remind you of them every Wednesday night so that they can become a part of your whole life. You, your family, your church family, all of us sharing these things together. All right, we've got some space cleared, so let's remember who we are. In these dark days, in these crazy days, we remember that we are blessed and loved. We are children of God. Would you sing with me? I am a child of God. Here we go. I am a child of God. Blessed and loved, I will not fear. You all are children too. Come in peace, you're welcome here. So here's the thing. When we remember that we are blessed and loved, then it allows us to have a little more peace. We can find peace because we're blessed and loved. We can get rid of our fear. It all kind of works together. Remembering, let's do it one more time. Here we go. I am a child of God. I am a child of God. Blessed and loved, I will not fear. You all are children too. Come in peace, you're welcome here. Excellent. Blessed and loved. Really important to remember that every time. Carrie, did you find any blessings this week? Was there anything that happened to you this week that you might say, this was a real blessing, where you remembered that you were blessed?
I remembered that I was blessed when I was walking into the school building and an 8th grader opened the door for me.
Whoa.
Right?
Yes. They were kind enough to come.
Yes. And 8th graders get kind of a bad reputation for being kind of big and scary and mean, but he opened the door and helped me carry all my stuff into the middle school building. And I'm like, I am truly blessed to have nice 8th graders around me.
So Carrie, can I just check on that? I'm going to do a little teaser here.
You can.
You saw.
I saw
that blessing.
I saw the blessing.
In this 8th grader.
In the 8th grader, I saw.
Wow.
I spied him with my little eyes.
Oh man,
this 8th
maybe
grader,
you know what's coming. You know what's coming.
I spied him with my eyes, and he was a blessing.
Ah, beautiful. We're going to talk about the way we see things in the world today. Oh, but before we do that, we've got to remember that all of us have a place in the choir. That's like we're talking about our church family, right? The choir is this beautiful metaphor, this beautiful symbol for all of us have place, whether we're good singers or bad singers, high singers, low singers, or
not that great of singers.
Or nobody, or doesn't sing at all. Hey, sing it with me. Here we go. All God's creators got a place in the choir. Some sing it low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Listen to the bass, the one on the bottom where the bullfrog and the hippopotamus moans and groans with the big to-do, and the old cow just goes moo. All God's creators got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Dogs and cats, they take up the middle where the hummingbird hums. The cricket fiddles where the donkey brays, the pony neighs, and the old coyote hoo. all God's creators got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Listen to the top where the little birds sing on the melody, where the high note rings, the hoot owl hollers over everything, and the old crow just disagrees. Oh, God's creators got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire, and some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Singing in the nighttime, singing in the day, the little duck quacks and is on his way, and the grumpy alligator don't have much to say, and the porcupine talks to himself. Now see, I just want to stop right here just a second. See, this porcupine, right? This porcupine kind of feels bad about himself a little bit, right? Kind of scary, got all these quills going off, and so he doesn't even really have a voice to sing yet. And he's welcome too. See, that's the really important part. Like all of these different voices, even our voices changing, we're finding our voice. We don't even have a voice yet, but in the choir, we've all got a part to play. All of us, yeah. All God's creators got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Living song sung everywhere by the fox, the ox, the grizzly bear, the whale below, the hawk above, the sly raccoon and the turtle dove. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But we say all God's creators got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or pause. Let's do that again, please. Hands or pause. Gonna go a little faster now. Hands or pause. Last time now. Hands or pause or anything they got now. Whoa, whoa. I think that is such an important song for us to sing because it reminds us that each of us, all of us, everybody has got a part to play. We're welcome in God's big family, in God's big choir, in the big church family that is all of us. All of us have a part to play. Thank you for always singing that song with me. Always great fun, gets my blood boiling. Okay, it's time to send it over to Carrie. She's got a game to play, and I think you might know what it is. Carrie, what are we going to play?
Hi, Steve. Hey, thanks. We're going to play one of my most favorite games, and it's actually, they're made into a book series, I Spy books. Have you ever seen an I Spy book? I need to bring one in. I Spy book. We're going to play the game I Spy with my little eye, okay? So first of all, look around your room a little bit, kind of get some bearings of what you've got in your room,
Carrie, are we playing the regular rules, or are you adapt them a little bit?
We're going to adapt a little bit since obviously you're at your house and I'm at the church house. And so I'm going to spy something, and I'm going to have you spy something at your house, okay, that we spy together. I'll spy something here, but I want you to spy something at your house. And then I would like you to go touch it if it's somewhere in the room that you're in. Or if you can think to yourself, I spy with, if you can think, if it's somewhere in your house and it's not too far away, I want you to go and touch it, okay?
And then come right back.
And then come right back, please, because I'm going to continue with a few more I Spies, and you got to try to get as many I Spies as you can. Okay, so we'll start simple. I spy with my little eye something brown. I spy with my little eye something brown. Something brown. Okay?
Got it.
Got it, Steve?
Got it.
Steve touched something brown. Okay, excellent, excellent. Very good, very good. Okay. Shake it off a little bit. All right. Thank you, Tenley and Bree. I see you two are working together. I appreciate that. Okay. I spy with my little eye something round. Something round. Something round.
Got it.
You got it? I got it. Something round. Okay. Such a fun game. Okay. I spy with my little eye something smooth. Think of how it feels. Something smooth. Something smooth. You got it? You found it, Steve? You found something smooth. I found something smooth too. Okay, come back. Okay. All right. I spy with my little eye something soft. I spy with my little eye something soft. Got it, Steve?
Got one, I got one.
Okay, me too. Excellent. Okay, now it's going to get a little harder. Okay. I spy with my little eye something full of love. Something that's full of love. Full of love.
Ooh, very nice, Gary.
Like that? Thank you.
I got one too.
You got one, Steve?
Yep.
Okay. Steve is full of love. Yes. You're so, oh my gosh. I hope, did you find something at your house that was full of love? Your mom, your dad, and your brother. Yep, family. That's a good one. I like it. Okay. Ready for this? This is another hard one. Gotta be thinking. Put thinking caps on. I spy with my little eye something full of hope. Full of hope.
I got one. I got one.
Steve, you got one? Steve is full of hope. That's right. Steve is full of hope. Yes. And that's right. Your mom and your dad and your brothers and your sisters, they're full of hope too. All right, there's one more.
Okay.
One more I spy with my little eye.
Okay.
Something full of peace.
Gary.
Yep.
Gary, I got one.
You got one, Steve? No way, yes, it's Steve. Do you get it now? Do you find something full of peace at your house? That's right. Mom and dad and your brothers and your sisters and you know who else? You and me and you and Steve and Paul.
Gary,
Isn't that a great game?
That was awesome. That was a great game. I spy with my little eye. So maybe you figured out we're going to talk about the way we see things in the world, and we're going to do it by using a Bible story today. And our Bible story today comes from the book of Samuel. Samuel was a prophet. He also is the name of one of my sons. Sam, are you out there? Hi, Sam. I have a son, Sam. This Samuel, a lot older than that, and we're going to go way, 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 way back in time. And Samuel was a prophet. And God had said to Samuel, I want you to go find me a new leader among the people. I want you to go and find a new leader. And I think you're going to find him in the household of Jesse. So go to Jesse's house and check it out and find me a new king. And so Samuel goes and does that. And that's what we're going to read from. So anyway, Samuel is a prophet, and this book is in the Hebrew Bible. Remember, the Bible is really like a library. It's got a bunch of books in it, right? And the book we're reading from is 1 Samuel. And if you're not sure how to find that, always go to the beginning of the Bible and look at the table of contents. And we're going to go to the 16th chapter, and we're going to start reading right around the 6th or 7th verse. Chapters are the big numbers, verses are the little numbers. If you don't have a Bible at your house, Paul's going to put it up on the screen. Paul, would you put it up on the screen for us? I'm going to read to you. And here's what happens. Samuel has come into the house of Jesse and met Jesse's family. And here's what he says. When they came, he looked on Eliab. This is Jesse's oldest son, Eliab. And Samuel thought to himself, surely the Lord's anointed is now before me. Meaning, what happened here is Samuel said, this must be the guy's king. He's tall, he's handsome, he's strong, he looks smart. This must be the one. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look on his appearance or on the height of his stature, meaning how tall he is, because I have rejected this one. This isn't the king. For the Lord does not see as mortals do. God sees differently than human beings see. Human beings, they look on outward appearance, but God looks on the heart. And then he looked around at all the other sons, and none of the other sons were there. And then Samuel said to Jesse, he said, are all of your sons here? Is this all of the sons? Is this everybody? Is this all of them? And then he said, there remains just one, the youngest, the littlest, the runt, the squeaky one, the little guy. He is keeping the sheep. And Samuel said, send him, bring him to me, for we will not sit down until he comes. And he sent for him. And he was this great looking kid, and he was just there, this little guy. And God said to Samuel, rise and anoint him, for this is the one. From that day forward, the Spirit came upon David mightily. I just want to think about this with you. This is an amazing story about the way we see things. We tend to see things on their outward appearance, like how tall are they? How fast are they? What color is their hair? What color is their skin? And we tend to make judgments about things and about people on the outside stuff. But this verse reminds us that God doesn't really look on the outward appearance of things. God looks on what's going on inside here. God looks at our hope and our peace and the stuff that's working inside. This is where the real action is as far as God's concerned. God looks at our heart. So I'm just thinking about this, like if you wanted to see love in the world, where are you going to look? Well, you can't really, it's not out there. You have to kind of look inside of things, and you look inside people. Or even, let's go back to Carrie's story today. If you looked for blessing isn't something you can just see, but what you do see is you see a person who gives you a blessing. And this one happened to be an 8th grader, Carrie.
Yes.
Absolutely. We didn't expect from an 8th grader.
Huge blessing.
Right. And you didn't know he was going to be a blessing for you.
I didn't know he was going to be a blessing.
In fact, when you walked up, and here's the thing that often happens with us, you probably thought,
I assume
an 8th grader's not going to...
I was going to have to grab it with my foot and have to carry it in that way, but he stepped up.
And this is the way we live God's love. We become the blessing. We're it. And when we look around, where do we find it? We find it in other people. And so we need to try to see the world the way God sees the world. See what I'm saying? We need to look on the world. We don't judge people by how tall they are or how big their feet are or how pretty their face is or the color of their eyes or hair or skin or what language. We don't judge them by those things. We look too on the heart. We look for the love and the hope and the peace in people. So our eyes, we try to see like God's eyes in the world. That's our challenge today, to see the world as God's eyes. And you know what one of those beautiful blessings is? It's love. Would you sing love, 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 love with me? Here we go. Sing it with me. Love, 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 love. People, you are made for love. Love your neighbor as yourself, for God is love. We see it with God's eyes. Sing it again. Love, 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 love. People, you are made for love. Love your neighbor as yourself, for God is. Last time, love, 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 love. People, you are made for love. Love your neighbor as yourself, for God is love. Great singing. Thank you. I love that song. I love hearing you sing. I can't really hear with my ears, but guess where I hear you from? That's exactly right here with the heart. Hey, I want to talk a little bit. I know it's a little early for this, but we've got to start early. I want to talk about... what's that?
It's never too early.
It's never too early. All right, I'm going to whisper so just you guys and us can hear this. Are you ready? I want to talk about the Christmas pageant. Yeah. So usually we don't start until the middle of November, but that's not that far off, believe me. The Christmas pageant, right? We can't be in our sanctuary. So does it mean we won't do a Christmas pageant? Carrie, are we not going to do a Christmas pageant?
Yes, we are going to do a Christmas pageant.
Christmas pageant. We are going to do a very cool virtual Christmas pageant. What this means is we're going to create a pageant, and we're going to ask you, if you want to be in it. You'll get a part. And so what we're going to do is Carrie and I are going to send an email to all of your households this week. And if for some reason you don't get the email and you want to be in the pageant, please send us an email and say, hey, we missed the email, we want in. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a pageant, and we're going to give you a part that you can do right in your own house. And maybe you get a scene, and maybe you have some sisters and brothers and you can work with them, or maybe you would prefer to work alone and we can give you a part all by yourself. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask you to get an iPad, your phone, something that can record it, and you're going to record your part, a video of your part, and then you're going to send it in to our magician. You didn't know we had a magician. His name is Paul. Paul is our magician, and he's going to take all of these videos, and we'd love to get, I don't know, 20, 30, a billion video, a big pageant. And what we're going to do is we're going to send them in, and Paul's going to work his magic, and he's going to put them all together. And on that Sunday morning when we usually do a Christmas pageant, we're going to do it virtually. You're going to pop on to Sunday morning, that Sunday service, and the pageant I think is in December sometime, but we've got to get started now. So what we're going to ask is, do you want to be in the pageant? And if you do, say, yes, we do. And then we're going to ask who in your house would like to be in it, brothers, sisters, and maybe we might need, some parents sneaking in to read a part here or two. We might need that too. Thirdly, I'm going to ask, would you like to sing? Because if you would like to sing a little bit, we can do a little singing too. Absolutely. And fourthly, do you have an iPhone or do you have an iPad in order to record it? Because if you do not, then we'll help you, because we want everybody who wants to be in the pageant to be in the pageant. So I'm going to send that out. Ask your mom and dad to make sure they look at it, and you talk to them about how we want to do it, and we're going to kind of go for it, and we're going to have it. And actually, we'll probably start working on it in just a couple of weeks. So right now, we're just really getting the energy out so that we're going to have a great pageant. It's going to be a great time, and we really want all of you to be to have a part in it. All right, that email will go out this week. All right, we will sing together like in the Christmas pageant. Let's finish up with that today. We will sing together. Here we go. We will sing together like in the Christmas pageant. We will sing, you and I. Hand in hand, we will rise with new hope before our eyes, and we will sing together, you and I. How about this one? We will see together. We will see, you and I. Hand in hand, we will rise with new hope before our eyes, and we will see together, you and I. How about we will be a blessing? We will be a blessing together. We will be a blessing, you and I. Hand in hand, we will rise with new hope before our eyes, and we will be a blessing together, you and I. We will learn together. We will learn together. We will learn, you and I. Hand in hand, we will rise with new hope before our eyes, and we will learn together, you and back to sing, because it's where it always starts. We will sing together. We will sing, you and I. Hand in hand, we will rise with new hope before our eyes, and we will sing together, you and I. Hey, Carrie, you want to say goodnight to everybody?
Good night, everybody. Remember the Christmas pageant? You all can sing, you all can dance, you all can do all kinds of cool things. Bring it.
All right, Carrie, thank you so much. Remember, we all have a part to play in the choir and in the Christmas pageant. We'll be sending that out this week. Don't forget, third, fourth, and fifth graders, we're going to go find you on Zoom. Sent that link, go find that link. Fourth and fifth, we'll see you in a few minutes at our little Zoom meeting. Everybody else, have a beautiful week. We'll see you next week, friends. I love you. Bye-bye.